Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over. Ready. You waiting?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready. You waiting? 11.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
You're good. Line 4, ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first carry for the rookie, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. Waiting. 12, 12, 12. Ready, my shot.
Shotgun now for Brees. Looking downfield for Dan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Mayfield is going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eli Apple. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Ready?
They'll run here with Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught. Gronkowski. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
This is intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 45.
Yellow wing.
So after the INT, it's Brees. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Waiting for shot.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Waiting for shot.
To throw, it's Brees. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
On play action, now Brees. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Brees finding Thomas. 46 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brees. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints had 23 rushing touchdowns last year, most in the league, and they've got Kamara back there on 2nd and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Brees going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Brees to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Brees now. And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First down, Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Going deep here for Lamb. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Landry that time. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Now Breeze. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third down, Mayfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Ginn. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Breeze. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Look, that's caught at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Here's Breeze. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Breeze now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got it.
On third down, here's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Able to power through. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The Browns were successful on their lone 2-point try last season, and here they'll try again. Throwing, Mayfield.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Ready. Waiting. Ready, let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep. He's got a man, complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Breeze to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing now is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now Breeze. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mayfield looks to throw, and Callaway taking it in left side. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Mayfield to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now third and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.